Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Let me adjust my hat. Welcome to Tech Trivia Night, everyone. Before we get started, hope everyone's settling down in either their independent video calls or the CSE Discord. If you haven't had a chance yet, please join the CSE Discord. The link is in the chat as well as the stream title. You can compete in your teams there. And before that, I will go over the rules. So hopefully people are settling down. Turn up my mic? Okay, let's do it. Can you hear me now? How's that? Maybe I'll make the audio a little bit quieter. Cool. Can people hear me now? Sweet. All right. So hopefully, again, people are settling down in either the Discord or their independent video calls. And without further ado, I'll go over the rules. Let's go. Rule number 1, no cheating, no internet use. There's zero tolerance for cheating in this event. So please make sure you're not using Google, you're not using any search engines, you're not using any external resources. The only resource that you should be taking advantage of is your mind. Cool. You will be competing in teams of 1, 2 to 3, or 4 to 5. These are the different brackets that you'll be competing in, and depending on your bracket, you'll be receiving a different numeric value for the gift card, which I'll be talking about in the prizes. All right, there's only one submission per team, and you can submit at the following trivia form over here. So the form is below at tinyurl.com/F20-CSC trivia. Again, that's tinyurl.com/F20-CSC-trivia. This will lead you to a Google form, which you can use in order to submit the responses to the questions that I'll be announcing throughout this Twitch stream. So that's going to be a fun time. So make sure you're filling out that Google form. It's going to ask for your team names. It's going to ask for your emails, which will be necessary in order for us to deliver our prizes for you later on, should you win. There's going to be 20 questions in total, plus one final tie-breaking question. Each question is worth 100 points, and if you do the math, that's 2,100 points up for grabs in total. So lots of points to grab here. And then finally, winners will be announced at the end. The event will probably take around 30 to 40 minutes, and the prizes are going to be gift cards. So there's high stakes in tonight's trivia night. Again, this is Tech Trivia Night. You don't need a solid CS fundamental background. There's going to be lots of obscure knowledge. So please refrain from using the internet. The point of this is to have fun, to learn more, and, combat social isolation during these times. So again, those are the rules. If anyone has any questions, just feel free to ping the chat. I'll be following the chat. And yeah, I'll give y'all some time to digest the rules, fill out the form. It'll be a fun time. Get excited! All right, let's begin. Let's go on to question 1. What programming language was the predecessor to C? Is it A, B? I probably should have named these answer choices better. B, C-, C, CNET, or D, Beta? So what is the name of the programming language that was the predecessor to the C programming language? Again, is it B? Is it C-? Is it CNET? Or is it Beta? This is a multiple choice question, so select the one that you think is right. There's only going to be one right answer for each question. Cool. Let's go on to question 2. What is the sentinel value in the Golang programming language? So again, the question is, what is the sentinel value in the Golang programming language? Is it A, null, B, nil, C, none, or D, null? I probably should have, emphasized it depending on the capitalization better. Can you cap the room at 5, please? Well, honestly, it is your loss if you end up having more than 5 people on your team because the prize is a fixed amount of money, so you're just gonna get less prize money. So let's be courteous and try to obey the rules. Make sure your teams are capped at 5, please. 5 more people raided your room? Oh no. People be friendly! Yeah, go represent! Definitely. I had to include a Go programming language because I'm coding in Go right now at my co-op. Alright, let's go on to question 3. Which of the following tech CEOs is also a massage therapist? Is it A, Dustin Moskovitz, B, Elon Musk, C, Jack Dorsey, or D, Stuart Butterfield? So it should be a T, not a D. Stuart Butterfield. Lots of Stuart Butterfield in the news lately. I can tell you that, with the Slack acquisition and all that jazz. Pretty exciting time to be in tech right now. Question 3, which of the following tech CEOs is also a massage therapist? Let's go. I need more friends who are massage therapists. That would be such an important skill to have. I feel like you can never, replace masseuses, right? Like, a lot of other occupations are being, replaced by automation right now. But the human's touch, irreplaceable. Question 4. In what year was the binary search tree invented? Again, the question is, in what year was the binary search tree invented? Is it A, 1750, B, 1885, C, 1908, or D, 1960? Ooh. And for those who don't know what a binary search tree is, it's a really cool data structure that formats your data in a sorted way where it's kind of like a tree, and it's a tree of nodes, and each node has a left or a right child, which is why it's binary, because you have 2 children per node. And it preserves the sorted order where your left child is always less than you, which is less than your right child. I hope I got that right. I haven't taken a proper data structures course in a really long time. But yeah, BSTs. When were they invented? Alright, let's move on to question 5. Which of the following inspired the logo of the distributed processing framework Hadoop? So this is the logo of Hadoop. That's a little hint for you right there. It's a cute yellow elephant. Is it A, child's toy elephant, B, elephant they spotted while backpacking, C, elephant that appeared in their backyard once, or D, the Jungle Book? Ooh, my grammar in this question. Whew. Again, the question is, which of the following inspired the logo of the distributed processing framework Hadoop? Is it A, child's toy elephant, B, elephant that was spotted while backpacking, C, elephant that appeared in the backyard once, or D, the Jungle Book? Cool beans. Thanks for the compliments, chat. Question 6. Which of the following is hex code for cyan? And for those who don't know what cyan is, it's kind of like a greenish version of the C over here. Kind of like a greenish version. So it's a little bit more green than any other colors. That's a hint for you. Is it? I don't want to read these answers. Is it? Do I say pound sign or hashtag? I don't even know. Pound sign FFFF00 FF0000 0000FF or 00FFFF. How many F's, how many zeros, in which order? Hex code for cyan. And for those who don't know, there are different ways of representing colors in just programming and just in general, and hex code just happens to be one of them. It's a octathorpe. I don't really know what an octathorpe is, but that's a cool word, octathorpe. Thanks, Lofty Squash. Alright, let's go on to question 7. Which company first developed the Java programming language? Is it A, Microsoft, B, Oracle, C, IBM, or D, Sun Microsystems? Number is octo. Oh, it's called an octothorpe. That is so cool. That is a really cool fact. If I host another trivia event that's related to like weird words, I definitely would include that as a question. So thank you for that information. So question 7, which company first developed the Java programming language? Is it A, Microsoft, B, Oracle, C, IBM, or D, Sun Microsystems? Hi, Monica. Well, hi, I am the best 20012. Hello there. Thank you for coming to this stream. Let's go to question 8. Which of the following is not owned by Microsoft? Is it A, LinkedIn, B, GitHub, C, Mojang, or D, API.ai? And for those who don't know what Mojang is, I don't know how it's pronounced. It is the company that owns Minecraft. And D is API.ai, and they are a NLP kind of startup. They do a lot of NLP for chatbots. Really, really cool tool, I would say. Or framework? What is the difference between a tool and a framework? I'm not really sure. I feel like sometimes they just like throw words around, you know? There you go, stop snitching. Oh dear. Which of the following is not owned by Microsoft? A, LinkedIn, B, GitHub, C, Mojang, D, API.ai. Alright, let's go on to question 9. Which was the name of the first Apple MacBook? And what I mean by this question is like what was like the earliest version name of the Apple MacBook, like the earliest iteration. So is it A, PowerBook 100, B, iMac 100, C, iBook G3, or D, JobsBook 3? Woo! Lots of names here. Lots of names. Very epic. It's actually kind of crazy when you look at like old MacBooks, how big they are. They're like gigantic. Just old computers in general. I don't understand how people carried that stuff around. Like that is just insane. And then you look at a current MacBook and you're like, oh my goodness, this is just like the most beautiful thing ever. Why not Timbuktu? Ooh, that's a good one. I like Timbuktu. Oh man, that's a good one. It's Bilal. Is it Bilal? Very nice. I just realized I forgot to introduce myself, so I'll do that during our little snack break later on. Question 10. Where did the name Bluetooth come from? Is it A, a medieval Scandinavian king, B, an electric eel with a blue tooth, C, the name of the creator's dog, or D, the phenomenon of teeth turning blue under UV? So where did the name Bluetooth come from? Bluetooth technology is pretty epic, I would say. I think, once you start using like stuff like AirDrop and, AirPods and just wireless headphones in general, it's so hard to go back. But here I am using this because guess who washed her AirPod Pros in the washing machine and couldn't like stop the washer because she didn't own the washer? Like, oh, who would have done that, OMG, I love Elon Musk. A lot of people do like Elon Musk. Empoleon Musk. Oh, I like that. That's awesome. Empoleon is the best like mature evolution starter of all Gen 4 Pokemon. Piplup is so freaking cute. I feel like all water types are like the cutest. Like Squirtle, top stuff. Alright, so where did the name Bluetooth come from? And that concludes round 1. 10 questions done. Let's go take a snack break. If you're hungry, if you're thirsty, go grab some water. Let's stretch. Make sure you've answered every single question. You will not be penalized for leaving questions blank. So, answer those questions. And in the meantime, I will introduce myself. So, hello everyone. My name is Monica, and I'm one of the execs for CS Club this term. One of our goals for CS Club this term specifically, in light of the pandemic and just like remote school, is to combat social isolation. So I thought, hosting trivia nights would be a lot of fun. There were a lot of trivia nights that this guy named Brad hosted at my summer co-op, and it was a lot of fun. It's really simple to do, and you can do it independently if you're just like really in a huge introverted mood, which I am in all the time. Or if you want to hang out with friends, it's a fun event to like, you know, argue with your friends over. So really happy to be hosting a lot of trivia nights for various clubs and organizations this term, and wanted to, you know, host an end of term fun event for CS Club, and here we are hosting Tech Trivia Night. So that's some backstory over there. I've done music trivia night in the past, I've done food trivia night in the past, so really happy to go back to my roots as a computer science student and do some like tech related stuff. Yeah, so that's some context. So CS Club doing some pretty cool things in the next couple of terms, so really happy that y'all took your time to be here with me and play some trivia. Monica is the literal superhero though. Aw, thanks KTP28. Thanks ZZ1103. Aw, thanks Nekus. I'm just reading all these compliments. Y'all are too kind. Cool beans. So, alright, snack break over. Let's move on to round 2. Question 11. What was the name of the Mac's first web browser? Aw, thanks friends. I'm gonna cry. Y'all are too nice. What was the name of the Mac's first web browser? Is it A, Samba, B, Mosaic, C, Cello, or D, Compass? Again, what was the name of the Mac's first web browser? Samba, Mosaic, Cello, or Compass? So right now it's called Safari, which may or may not be a hint. Who knows? Who knows? Cool beans. Let's move on to question 12. Google's first tweet on Twitter, there's some transmediation here. Google's first tweet on Twitter was a message encoded in binary that read what? Is it A, be googly, B, don't be evil, C, google.com, or D, I'm feeling lucky? So for context, binary, you know, zeros and ones, it doesn't always represent numbers. It can represent words, like letters and words as well. And you can form well-formed sentences. So it just so happens that Google tweeted their first tweet in binary, and it was like just, you know, the most Google message of all time, which I'm sure all these choices are very Google messages. So which one? Which one did they tweet? Think about it. All right, speeding through. Question 13. Which of the following is not a hardware layer in the networking OSI model? Is it A, network, B, physical, C, transport, or D, data link? So I felt like, you know, I was including a lot of obscure trivia, but there's still some like, you know, textbook trivia that you learn kind of in school, kind of at work. So I wanted to include one of those questions here. So, you know, this might be a little bit advanced for people who haven't taken the networking class yet, CS456, but which of the following is not a hardware layer in the networking OSI model? Hi, you Waterloo CS Club leader. I've been good. Thanks for asking. All right, let's move to question 14. What was Mario's first name? Did I include a picture? Cool. Okay, so this is Mario. This is who Mario is. Not everyone knows who Mario is. Mario is this video game character. I'm sure you're familiar. Italian plumber boy. And his name wasn't always Mario. So what was the name that came before Mario? Is it A, Hop Guy, B, Redley, C, Jumpman, or D, Marius? Ooh, a bunch of very interesting names here. But what was Mario's former name? Is it Hop Guy, Redley, Jumpman, or Marius? Well, honestly, all these names are pretty good. I'd play games with these names. Alright, speeding through, let's go to question 15. What is the meaning of Yahoo? Is it A, yet another hierarchical officious oracle? B, the first word the founders searched in their search engine? C, the sound the founders made when the search engine worked? Or D, your awesome hypertext online organizer? Again, what is the meaning of Yahoo? Is it A, yet another hierarchical officious oracle? B, the first word the founders searched? C, the sound the founders made when the search engine worked, or D, you're awesome hypertext online organizer. Someone said, guys, A is the answer. What kind of game theory is this? What kind of game theory is this? Do I know you? Do I know you, you Water Lucius Club Leader? You sound familiar. Yeah, I have a friend, whenever we play Trivia Murder Party, they always go like, A is the answer, or B is not the answer, and then like it ends up being like the most random stuff ever. Just like mind games, you know, mind games. Cool, let's go on to question 16. Which of the following founders / CEOs did not leave the company before becoming CEO? Is it A, Jeff Bezos, B, Steve Huffman, C, Steve Jobs, or D, Larry Page? So I'm starting to see like a trend, you know, a lot of tech CEOs, especially at these now big companies, have at some point left and then rejoined. So which of the following founders or CEOs did not leave their company? Think about it. Cool. Let's go on to question 17. What is the world's best-selling PC game? Yeah, these questions are hard. They're meant to be hard, but you're gonna learn a lot at the end of this. If you win, you get some swanky gift cards. And if you don't, you learn something, which is always, you know, the price of knowledge, priceless. So what is the world's best-selling PC game? Is it A, Dota, B, League of Legends, C, Minecraft, or D, Tetris? Which of these games is the world's best-selling PC game? I've tried playing. I've never played League of Legends. I've never played Dota. But I feel like so many people play those games. But I don't know. I'm just like not a fan of like clicking sounds in general. So try to avoid those. Yeah, there are a lot of Tetris variants. But let's just assume, you know, the classic Tetris game. All right. Question 18. We have a little picture here. Which of the following languages does this mascot represent? So by languages, we're talking about programming languages. So is it C, Fortran, MATLAB, or Java? So let's go back to this mascot over here. Is it C, Fortran, MATLAB, or Java? This mascot. This really interesting mascot. You know, the Hadoop elephant's super cute. The Golang gopher, also really, really cute. But this thing, I don't know how I feel about this thing. They look like Rudolph. Yeah, they kind of look like Rudolph. No thoughts. We can't judge. Cool. Let's go to question 19. Which of the following algorithms is not an alias for slow sort? So slow sort is like a very like long, it's a slow sort. Let's put it that way. Is it A, monkey sort, B, stupid sort, C, bobo sort, or D, poop sort? So all these algorithm names are equivalent except for one of them. One of them does not represent slow sort. So which one is not an alias for slow sort? All really, really nice names though. And okay, and then another visual question here. Question 20. What is the name of this framework? So I included the logo, and I want you all to put lowercase, no spaces. This is a one-word name of a framework. If you know the name of this framework, please put it down. Again, lowercase, no spaces. I have regex matching in the Google form to make sure you don't mess this up. But yeah, this is one of my favorite frameworks and favorite logos. Image search is not allowed. You're not allowed to use the internet. That's rule number 1. You also have to sign the no cheating agreement in the Google form. So make sure honesty is the best policy, everyone. All right. And then moving on to the tie-breaking question in the case that there are any tiebreakers. What is the name of this mascot? So here's a hint. It's not Rudolph, although Rudolph would be a very fitting name. What is the name of this mascot for the programming language that I will not specify, because that was also the answer to a question previously mentioned. So this mascot actually has a very, very simple, very cool name. Just guess. I'm sure maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, but it'd be really cool. If someone got this, if someone actually knew the name, I'd be super impressed. I'd be really impressed. All right. So hope everyone collects their responses. Make sure you have all 21 questions answered, because that concludes round 2. Hit that submit button, yo. I'll be closing responses in the next 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We're closing. Congratulations everyone for finishing Tech Trivia Night. This is awesome. Thank you all so much for participating. So while I tabulate the scores, we're gonna go over the answers real quick. So let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2. So question 1, the programming language that came before the programming language C is B. It's called B. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it was called B? Fun facts. Question 2, nil is the sentinel value in Golang. So there's always, every language has its own. It's always so confusing. Every time I switch between languages, this always messes me up. It's never like semicolons, it's never brackets. It's always like, what is the name of null? Question 3, Jack Dorsey is also a licensed massage therapist. And I think he said he wanted to become a massage therapist because he wasn't sure what to do with like his hands at one point. He was like, maybe I'll become a massage therapist. Jack Dorsey is also the CEO of Square, Twitter. He's a double CEO, which is insane. I've met him once and he actually like walks to work, and it's a 2-hour walk in San Francisco. He also meditates a lot. This guy is really crazy. Question 4, the binary search tree was invented in 1960. Question 5, the elephant is actually the name of the founder's child's toy elephant. So very cute roots, I'd say. Like, I think that's just so endearing, like to have this huge framework. Now it's like super famous, well known, and you can source it back to like a Toy Story story. Question 6, hex code 00FFFF. Sun Microsystems was the company that developed Java, and a lot of people have never heard of Sun Microsystems, so fun facts there. Question 8, API.ai is not owned by Microsoft. So yeah, Microsoft owns Minecraft, and I thought that was pretty crazy. Thank you, Lenortha. What was the name of the first Apple MacBook? It was called the PowerBook 100, and it was from 1991, sometime then, a really long time ago. Question 10. The name Bluetooth came from the name of a medieval Scandinavian king, which is pretty crazy. Like, there's some like random king out there who was named Bluetooth. What? Insane. Round 2. Question 11. The first web browser for the Mac was called Samba. Question 12. Google's first tweet was binary for I'm feeling lucky. I don't even remember seeing the I'm feeling lucky buttons anymore. Like, I don't think people go to like google.com to Google search anymore, but yeah, they tweeted I'm feeling lucky, which is like kind of wholesome in some ways. Maybe the king really liked wireless headphones. Yeah, maybe. Question 13, it is the transport layer that is not a hardware layer in the networking OSI model. The former name of Mario is actually Jumpman. And Yahoo actually stands for yet another hierarchical officious oracle. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I didn't even know Yahoo was an acronym to begin with, which is kind of crazy. And like the fact that they use like words like hierarchical and officious, like I don't even know what officious means. So yeah, it's all the most hilarious answers. This is true. This is true. Question 16. Jeff Bezos is the only CEO to not leave his company before becoming CEO again. We real surprised there. Just kidding. What is the world's best-selling PC game? It is Minecraft. Minecraft. Get those Minecraft skins ready for, you know, Minecraft DJ events. Those are always a fun time. Which of the following languages does this mascot represent? Java. This is Java's mascot. And it's supposed to be some like Java officer or Java agent. It's a secret agent. But it's not even a secret agent. It's a Java agent. But what's a Java agent? I don't know. They just like invented this entity. Which of the following algorithms is not an alias for slow sort? It is poop sort. Every other sort is the same. And they also have sorts. It's also called like Bogos. No, not Bogos sort. Is it also called Bogos sort? I think so. There's a lot of names for slow sort. But poop sort is not one of them. And then question 20. This framework is called Kafka. It is a real-time stream processing framework. And I think it's really cool because, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but the Kafka logo is in the shape of a K. It's a bunch of distributed nodes in the shape of a K, and people don't notice that. So I thought that was a cool fun fact. And then finally, what is the name of this mascot? The name of this mascot is Duke. It is Duke the Java agent. What the heck? What were you thinking, Java? Oh my goodness. But yeah, there you have it. Those are the answers for the 21 questions today. Now I will tabulate the scores real quickly. Sweet. Here we go. Woo! Wow, we have a lot of people playing tonight. So we have 3 categories, and each of these 3 categories we're going to be awarding around $5 per person in gift cards. So we'll be emailing those people those gift cards sometime soon after. But there is like a prize for this, so congratulations to everyone for finishing. So in the My Own Boss category, let me scan this real quick. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say like, oh wow. Wow, okay. There is a clear winner for My Own Boss. I'm just looking real quickly to make sure. My Own Boss. Alright. So I'm just counting the people right now, making sure that I don't mess up these names. Alright. Y'all can chill for a bit and admire my work of art. All right, here we go. We have winners. So in first place, in the My Own Boss category, we have Charlie. Congratulations, Charlie. This is Team S455 Wang with 1,400 points. Congratulations, Charlie, on winning. That's awesome. That's a lot of points, 1,400. Congratulations! Woo! In the Almost a Hackathon team category, so this is teams with 2 to 3 players. Oops, I should have said 2 to 3. I think there was a typo in the forum, but that's cool. With 1,700 points. Oh, this one was a close one. We have Team Slender Potato, which is Pranav and Caroline. Congratulations, Pranav and Caroline. Woo! That's awesome. And then finally, in the Basically a Startup category, which consists of groups of 4 to 5 people, we have Team Stephanie's Team on 3. 1, 2, 3 on 3. That's a long team name, which consists of Stephanie, Druvy, Margaret, and Felix. Congratulations. Woo! So again, congratulations to our winners, Charlie, Pranav, Caroline, Stephanie, Drew, Margaret, and Felix. Thank you so much for participating. I'll follow up with you all on receiving your prizes, but thank you so much, everyone, for coming and playing trivia night tonight. It was a fun time, and I hope you all had fun. I will be also emailing everyone's scores, but Again, on behalf of CS Club, we hope you had an amazing term. We can't, yeah, thank you so much again for coming. We appreciate it. Until next time, friends, I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye. You're welcome, friends. Hope y'all had fun.